Hey guys, has this lockdown made you lose track of your fitness goals? Are you starting your resolution for 2021 and you want to lose weight but need some help? Introducing my affordable workout plans for men and women. With packages starting at $5, this offer can't be beat. Go to radicallatino.com to find out more. Hey guys, do you have a product you want more eyes on? Advertise with the Radical Latino Show with over 10K podcast downloads and the number 25 spot on the 55 All Latin podcast list. You'll want your product heard on everyone's phones and cars. Go to radicallatino.com/contacts and start advertising today.
Playing the Radical Latino Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands in the air for New York's very own.
Latino is taking you to another level.
I think there's more radicals than Steve-O. Radical Latino, you're buffing it. The radical point of views, I think his views are actually more dangerous.
You hear that? It's like the pulse of the street. Hole of the chest.
Yo! Welcome back to another episode, my people. Welcome back to the Radical Latino Show. It's your host, the Radical Latino, aka number 17 on All Latin Podcasts, aka number 24 on All Bronx Podcast YouTube influencer list, and Mr. Unsuable for 56 weeks running. What is going on, my people? I want to give y'all a huge Don DeMarco and a huge air horn for all my new listeners. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming in and enjoying the weekly podcast. Again, this episode is sponsored by my merch store. The link will be down below on the YouTube, description. Or if you're listening to this on the podcast, go down to the details section of the podcast. The link will be right there for my merch store. Remember, my merch store is going to be limited run and October is coming up. So I'm going to take it offline. So remember, by the middle of October, it will be out. So you guys won't get the Latin Unity tees, the Black and Latin Unity tees. You guys won't get It's in My DNA Dominican, Mexico, Brazil, Haiti, and all the other great designs that's in my merch store. So definitely go cop it now. Link down below. Now, I want to give a quick announcement. As anybody knows that whenever you're a content creator, whenever you do, YouTube, you do, collabs or anything of that sort, you always gonna have to upgrade your content, upgrade everything that you do visually or audioly or whatever the case is. Now, the thing with that is that for any content creator, it's always a step up and a step forward for better content, better information, better utilization of the dynamic of the listeners and the host, and I've always done that. If you guys remember, I went from talking on a little crappy little mic to upgrading into a good mic. A couple of episodes I was at Bodega Studios. For my day one listeners, that could probably remember that. Then it was from just me having a picture up of myself. I actually changed my Emoji up and even had a visual background that co-inspired with the podcast. And now I'm going to do the same thing, but it's going to be in a visual format, and this is only going to be on YouTube. So I was working behind the scenes, buying 4K cameras buying a backdrop, buying certain things, having lights and all that other stuff. So buying a soundboard, you know what I'm saying? So all these little small upgrades, all these little small things that I was doing behind the scenes is basically for you guys, so I could upgrade the quality and the visualness of this podcast. So by next week, next week is going to be a interview episode, just like this week is going to be an interview episode. By next week is going to be I'm going to take a week off, so I could basically recharge my batteries and basically take everything that I need to take and do what I got to do. And after that week off, from next week, you know what I'm saying, from next week's episode, after that week off, the podcast will become visual from that week off. Okay, so anything from the podcast that I am going to show or I'm going to have up on the screen, the only way you'll be able to see it is on YouTube. Okay, that's the only place you'll be able to see it. No other place. You feel me? When I talk about certain topics or have certain topics up on the screen, up on the talking block, I will have a visual format for you guys to see it and a visual way for you guys to see it. So remember, if you guys are not, I got like 7,000 altogether with Spotify, Apple, Google, Podbean, and all these other little platforms. If you add all of them up, I got like 7,000 active subscribers, active listeners. And if you guys go up to my YouTube channel right now and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Radical Latino, remember the link is down there in the details section, you guys won't miss it. The reason why I'm doing this is the same thing that I told everybody now, and I should tell, and y'all should know this for the future. Upgrading and updating your style, your way of life, the way you approach things is very, very important, especially when it comes to business, especially when it comes to your financial needs, and especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to everything. Upgrading into a positive note is very, very important, and it's basically for anything. I've done this in my personal life. I've done this, in relationships. And now I'm doing it, here. It's always good to not use the same tricks. It's always good to update yourself, constantly, because truth be told, people pretty much not get bored because you're a personality, but pretty much people will want to see, okay, what's new down the pipeline? What are you going to bring to the whole situation and all this other stuff? So that's what my thing is. So again, moving forward, after next week, there's going to be an interview episode. After that, I'll take a week off because October is my birthday month too. So I want to celebrate. You know what I mean? I want to definitely celebrate. But after that, the podcast will be 100% visual. So I want to give a huge applause to all my new subscribers, all my new listeners, and if it wasn't for you guys, this will not be possible. I'm telling you, the performance of this show will just keep on going up and going up and going up. So I'm grateful and thankful for having this ride with you guys, and you guys could see this message go on and upgrade and go on a lot bigger than myself. You know what I'm saying? So definitely I want to give a shout out to y'all. So new videos on the way. definitely new videos on the way. So definitely go check that out. Stay tuned because I'll be announcing a lot of new things down the pipeline. Now, I uploaded a music video from my brother Brown96. If anybody doesn't remember who Brown96 is, I interviewed him on a previous episode, so definitely go check that out. Wonderful interview. It was a wonderful sit down, a wonderful talk that we had. So definitely huge shout out to him for that. But he has a music video, so I want to definitely go help him out and support him and sponsor it on my channel. So definitely go check that out. The video itself, visually tough. Audio, audiolistically, I don't even know if that's a word, but sonically, I'll just say sonically, it has a great message to it. It's called Kings. And basically it has a message that Latin people, we're kings. We come from royalty. We come from great civilizations, which is actually not a far-fetched thing to actually think about, believe it or not. Even the Latin kings came up with that name. Just look at it, Latin kings. Their whole format of organization was based on the Incas of royalty, of empireness. When you became a certain stature into that organization, you got a certain name, you got a certain label, and they use that. And the labels that they used it for indigenous people of past royalty. So definitely, this is something that I definitely enjoyed. I loved the visuals. I love the meaning behind everything, and just knowing the word kings, it says a lot. It really says a lot, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the whole thing. So definitely go check that out. Go to my YouTube channel, Radical Latino, and go check that out. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go and read last week's comment section for last week's episode. Remember, if you guys want me to read your episode from last week, remember, go to my YouTube channel under this episode down below. Go there and type in your comment section, and I will definitely read it for next week. Now let me just give a couple of disclaimers first. Of the episode basically was white supremacy immigration tactics, right? That was episode 157 from last week. This is episode 158, so obviously, so you guys won't get confused, So the visual picture that I got is of antebellum slavery, a white slave master on horseback whipping a slave. On the bottom, and on top is the border patrol agent having a whip, whipping Haitian immigrants from the border, right? So a couple of people told me, hey, Radical, sorry to correct you, correction isn't punishment, you know what I'm saying? Sorry to correct you, but homie, that wasn't a whip. That was a saddle rein. It was used for horses. So I went and looked back at some of the images of set day, and again, it looked pretty much like they're getting whipped, So I said images don't help, because images give 1,000 words, video gives 1,000,000 words, right? Video pretty much goes down the middle. So I went and looked at the video, and there are some incidences, and I have to be real, there are some incidences where the Border Patrol agents are using the whips in order to control some of the people passing them. I've seen that. So they are whipping them. Not everybody, but they are whipping them because they're trying to grab some of the immigrants. They're being slippery or whatever. And they're just like, not whipping them, but trying to like get them like caught up. You know what I'm saying? But I saw some whip. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't use it all the way. So I want to do give a disclaimer for that. Either way, I'm right, but I'm also wrong. They wasn't using it for whips 100% of the time, but they did use them whips on them people. So in some cases, so I will say that I'm not gonna say here I'm trying to deceive you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to do all that, right? But anyway, first comment, Nick Tao says, pray for Haiti. Yes, 100% pray for Haiti. Haiti's been going through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So definitely pray for Haiti. Flying Pug says, wow, what a life. I get to listen to American Indian Defense League tonight, Indigenous podcast last night, and Radical Latino podcast tomorrow night. What more can a pug ask for? Yo, first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to some of my followers. You guys are creative with your names. You know what I mean? You guys do creative trolling. You know what I mean? Not the other type of trolling, because that's not even funny. Like it shows creativity, it shows intelligence, and it shows the wittiness of some of the trolls that do it creatively, like the Radical Mother. Who will ever come up with that? That's hilarious. The Radical Haitian, that's funny. That is funny. Those are the type of things that I'm talking about. Shout out to them people. You know, I think I saw one talking about the Radical India. You know what I mean? That's hilarious. See, those are funny. Those are funny. And some of the comments is like really fun. Like, you guys really play that character really well. You know what I mean? Like, it's hilarious. So definitely shout out to those trolls. Those are like, I'll say the white hat trolls, I'll just say, and the other ones are like the black hat trolls or whatever. But anyway, shout out to those. See, that's funny. And those are the ones that I'm talking about. Where like, okay, see, they control, y'all controlling all that, and it's funny. Those are the creative ones. I think you got. I'm serious. I believe that some of y'all trolls that are creative with y'all names, with y'all comments and stuff, the majority of them are very, very funny. I think you guys could definitely, have a writing gig in comedy. I swear to God, it's I see it. You know what I mean? So definitely shout out to Flying Pug. Shout out to him. Marquis says Haitians don't even like black people. I would assume, I have seen some immigrant black folks say vile, nasty things about black Americans, and black people in general. I heard them say vile things. So I do believe that. I do believe that there are going to be incidences where you are going to have some Haitians saying some wild stuff. You feel me? But it is what it is. We shouldn't be, out here looking to nitpick at certain things. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Dr. Weird says, Daggett, I missed the live. Well, it's a pre-recorded thing. You know what I mean? It's a premiere. It's a pre-recorded thing. So it is what it is. Wendell said, I can't imagine what many Haitians are going through. Yeah. Same thing. Like, I definitely see what some, because I am sensitive towards it, because I am first generation Latino. I am sensitive to that type of thing, because we gotta be honest. Part of white supremacy is to always remind you of the position that you're in, the captivity that you're in, and the southern border, all the way to the northern part of the West Coast, that was all Latin people's land. all indigenous people land. You know what I mean? Latin didn't even exist at that time, but it was, you know, our people, our indigenous people. We all share that same blood right there. And because of colonization due to the Spanish and all that war stuff, you know, obviously it was conquered. But this is something that, you know, that's our land. So I am sensitive towards it. I've always said I'm not for immigration and I'm not against immigration. You know, I totally understand the issues that come forth, and I totally understand why certain people will, you know, go to another country to find a better life, because it's a lot. There's more opportunities here. It's not gonna be 100% easy, but there are opportunities here that other places won't find as easy. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely know that. So definitely shout out to some of the people up in the border, you know, doing their thing. And also, I heard Mexico is giving the Haitians some asylum. So definitely shout out to Mexico. That goes against the whole that goes against the whole you know, racist thing. You know what I mean? So hey, shout out to Mexico. You know, give them a big round of applause for that. You know what I'm saying? And Dev04 says, are you more pro-black than pro-Latino? I never heard you talking about racism on Asians and only sometimes about Latinos, but your focus is clearly on black people. Why not call yourself the radical black? First of all, it doesn't even sound good. The radical black, nah. It has to sound catchy to the ear. Radical Latino, that's nice, right? Why should I talk about Asians for? I'm not Asian. I could care less about that. I'm gonna talk about what white supremacy that I see affect the people the most, and is black and Latin folk. That's what I see. That's what I've experienced. I am a victim of white supremacy, so that's what I'm going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I talk about, you know, certain black issues and history doesn't negate what I say, doesn't negate the realness of said topic or said issue. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Maybe if you find Mr. Dev 104, if you find that an issue, maybe this isn't the podcast or the type of, you know, media consumption that you should be looking at. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should maybe consider either unsubscribing or going somewhere else, and don't waste your time with somebody you don't like, you know? And that goes for every troll and every hater. Why are you wasting your time? Isn't that tiring? You know what I'm saying? I've never ever wasted so much time on one person. That doesn't make sense. And some people might say, oh, well, you wasted your time with Chivo. No, I wasted actually, it wasn't even a waste of time. It was educational time, not for me, but for y'all. So breaking down some of the nonsense that he was saying. So it wasn't time wasting whatsoever. It was educational. You know what I'm saying? I did it for y'all. So again, if you're a troll and you don't agree with everything I say, why y'all keep on following? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all keep on listening? Like the thumb down you know, brigade is insane. You know what I'm saying? And it's done by troll accounts, which those thumbs down get deleted by YouTube either way. So what's the point? You know, that it's wasting too much energy on someone that doesn't really care about. It's really weird. I've never understood that. But anyway, let me stop rambling. Anyway, so this interview right here is with a Latino comedian. Shout out to him. You know, I know him for the handle Cupcake on, you know, Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So he's a Latino comedian. He, you know, is in the comedy scene. He's in touch with a lot of, really funny people, and some people that you guys probably seen specials about and probably know about, like Russell Peters and so on and so forth. I don't want to name drop. I don't want to do the corny stuff, but I just want to let y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So, he's actually a very funny individual. He has a couple of his accounts that I follow is actually extremely hilarious. I shared some of his stuff on my Instagram. Some of y'all might have seen it. So I had the wonderful opportunity of interviewing him, and I found out wonderful things about him and wonderful things that he was a part of. So with that being said, this is the interview with me and Cupcake. So definitely enjoy it. Yep. What up, my people? Welcome back to the Radical Latino Show. Now, I'm bringing you a special guest. I always do. I always bring you guys special guests. I want to introduce to you guys my homie, Enkel. What's going on, bro?
What up, bro?
I
got the horns, bro.
That's what's up. Yeah, of course. Gotta give you the applause. You know what I mean? Gotta give you the applause.
Thank you. We're making it clap.
Exactly. Make it clap, bro. Now, Enkel, for people that don't know, give them a little introduction to yourself.
Okay. I'm probably Instagram's biggest idiot. Okay. I'll own it. I've been kicked out of Instagram about 9 times. Each time I've come back and done something a little worse. Okay. And I've used Cupcakes and Milk as a handle like the whole time. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've had to break up Cupcakes and Milk, like you see now. Okay. And never before. So also, it was really popping when the Trump era was going, right? So the jokes I was slinging were just about them peoples. Okay.
Yeah.
And so now that that's over, it's like, it ain't the same route. So in a way, we take a look at the last 4 years coming to what's going on now. Cupcakes and Milk have to grow up a little bit, right? There's still the main page on Facebook. You can go check it out. It's Cupcakes and Milk. Okay, the whole thing together. And there's about 4,000 followers left on that one. I never built it big, and I got other people running that page. Before Cupcakes and Milk, I cooked. Cooked for about 15 years. And I like to give my wife props for getting me out of the kitchen. I was cooking out the Gordon Ramsay kitchen out of Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it ain't like she just took me home from nobody's kitchen. You know what I mean? And no Applebee's.
Right. Okay.
So
I gotta give you some air horns for that one.
That woman is brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
I love that woman. I've been in love with her since I met her. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's been for me probably the best thing ever. Okay. Everything you give her, she multiplies. So we have a baby. We have family. We have friends. All this stuff I didn't have as a kid. Right, even fucking insurance. Okay, so
yeah. Word facts.
It's like you want a woman to make you level up, and I like smart women, right? I can't get over her brilliance. Okay, wow. Okay, I can't get over her kindness. I can't get over her.
That's usually pretty rare on the woman. No, that's a joke. I'm just playing.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All I know is that it's been like 15 years. Okay. We both grown up a lot, and we both have the same mission. So again, cooking, marriage, right? Cupcakes and Milk. We come a little forward to kind of like this year. Okay, the wife and I launched specific projects. We got together with different partners, and our life changed. Okay, I can't give you names directly. I'm sorry, but the people our new partners have really taken us in really well.
Yeah, to a new level.
Yeah, and they force you to level up too. It ain't no BS. Like, hey, you're here, you're done. And what else can you do, son?
Yeah, I get you.
So it's like, hey, what else do you have the capacity for, bro?
Now let me ask you something. Because I found you through I think Brujo, right?
Yeah.
And I found you with the name Cupcakes and Milk, and I don't know, for some reason it was just really captivating, and also it gave me like curiosity, like, yo, what is this dude like all about? So I'm gonna ask you, where did that name Cupcakes and Milk come from? Like, how did it get started? Like what happened?
That's a good question. Okay. That takes me back to when I was like 5. Okay. I'm one of them kids who was sexually assaulted by a priest in South America in the 80s. Okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Okay. Dude, I have this up on a blog. It's up there. Okay.
Bro.
So
Okay. All
when
right.
I was
all right.
5, I was by a priest. Okay. Got a lot of therapy for it. So some of the jokes I actually throw out in my sets, they're about me surviving that and me dealing with the psychological trauma of it. So I never tell, I don't think it's okay to tell these kinds of jokes about other people's experiences, but my own, I'm healing.
True.
Okay. I'm 5'10", 5'11", 175 pounds in solid. Okay.
Yeah.
That by no means says I feel safe as an individual, right? And so
Yeah.
you know, I do the best I can to accommodate I guess what you would call whatever's left to work out. Okay. And so Cupcakes and Milk came from that. It was a dirty chef joke that one of my chef mentors told me once, and it kind of put everything together. Okay. I'm not going to get into the joke, but the punchline ends with a choir boy getting cupcakes and milk after, you know, being, I guess, the priest's favorite receptacle.
Whoa! What the fuck, dude? That's fucking dark, bro.
Okay, and so like I have different iterations of that joke.
Yeah.
Receptacle, favorite sock, favorite sin, and so it's one of those things where like if you get where it's coming from, it's super liberating. It's okay to laugh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you that because it happens. I'm not telling you that because I want to gross you out. Okay. And so I'm one of those kids that they did that to. Lots of other kids that did that too. Okay. And I'm like Cupcakes and Milk literally started about me talking about surviving that. And the fucking fallout from that, bro. Oh my gosh, the fallout was immense. And so gosh.
Yeah, let me give you a round of applause for that one. That's crazy. For people that don't know how I handle my interviews, every interview I ask, and I even did this to Enkel, I even asked him, is there anything you don't want me to ask or anything like that? And homie goes like, yeah, whatever, if it gets personal, I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. But then he goes like, yeah, when I was 5, I got my, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, goddamn.
Well, that's not contractually obligated to anything. This is part of my history.
That's that's true. That is true. But let me ask you, because all right, so you are a comedian, and
yeah,
I remember I read this book, right? And for some reason, it resonated with me. And it says a lot of comedians come from a dark place, and they usually but focus on that trauma or that dark place and find the humor into it and have people relate. Is that what you're kind of doing also when you go into your bits?
Well, no, it depends on it depends on the show, it depends on the crowd, it depends on the topic. I mean, you're not going to go into a benefit and start telling these jokes. Okay.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean if you do, oof, okay. I don't know. I can't get away with making that funny at a benefit. Okay. Or like if you're going to go to a funeral, critique the music.
No, but what I'm asking is, did you kind of craft your bits around that experience as a way to heal?
No.
No.
I crafted the jokes that were the one-liners that make people go, oh, as the points that bring me closure.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it's completely selfish.
Yeah.
You get it? So when I'm telling a joke like that, I'm being selfish as hell. At that point, the crowd don't matter. That's about me there. Here, I'm going to share something about you so that when the set gets darker, okay, you're comfortable with it. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, there's also look. There's even something else to add to this. Dude. There's another fucking layer.
Okay.
I'm an immigrant from South America.
Yeah.
Okay? So we're built a little different. We don't see things the same way North Americans up here see it, but we understand what fucking continent, United States of America. So we don't understand the concept of Americans. Okay, outside of this country, and just to fuck around a little bit, if you take Canada, United States, and Mexico, it spells cum.
What the fuck, bro? Yeah, okay.
No, seriously, you get this fucking So now I'm gonna get a little deeper here. Okay, I like the psychological question you asked about crafting jokes. I don't craft jokes about that experience per se. I craft jokes about dicks. Okay.
About dicks. Okay. Okay. So you say dick jokes. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
they're dick jokes, dude. I'm saying dick jokes from one point or another. Like if I think you look like a Greek statue, I'm saying great body. Sorry about your dick, bro. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's the same thing about the truck. Nice truck. Sorry about your. Okay. Good guy Chad. Remember that guy? I was writing about good guy Chad a long time ago, right?
Okay.
Well, how come good guy Chad needs to slap women to come? Oh my God, that's awful, right? So
yeah.
That's not BDSM. That's sexual battery. There's a difference. So there's all these issues you can pick on in comedy. There's all these issues you can pick on. You can take on things like, well, I don't know, weed. You can take on things like CBD. You can take on things like politics, right? There's a guy right now, the governor of Texas, okay, Greg Abbott. I hate to put it this way, but he doesn't quite work well from like the neck down. Okay, he's in a wheelchair.
Okay.
I just want you to picture this when I can't imagine this guy actually autographing or signing any piece of legislation.
Okay. All right.
Okay. And he's telling women in Texas they can't get fucking abortions from a wheelchair. Let me be clear, okay? He can't get a fucking boner, but you can't have a fucking abortion, okay?
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on in Texas.
All I'm saying is if you need a handler to fold your damn towels, don't be telling women what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't take your own shower, or you need help to take your own shower.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, he can't take. No, he can, huh?
Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying?
Wheelchair.
If you listen, if you can't wipe your own ass, then don't be telling women what to do. You could actually, that's a freebie. You could use that with those.
You know what? I think I might. Hey, my homie said, if you can't wipe your own ass, why are you telling women what they can do?
Yeah, exactly. So
it's a very logical question. Very logical question.
Yeah, it's hilarious. It's funny. But
it's disgusting. I now wonder if this motherfucker wears diapers.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I gotta sign this legislation in Texas.
Well, exactly. It's kind of like, ironic also because he's trying to get abortions. Babies wear diapers. He wears diapers. You know what I'm saying? Like, be a connection there.
Apparently, this guy is married. Okay.
Really? Okay.
Bro. Is there like I just don't how like
yeah.
Like he basically made the same turns Paul Walker did. No.
Jesus.
Dude, you sound like a fucking Porsche.
Jesus Christ. Well, listen, at the end of the day, that dude, I don't know why someone in Texas, somebody will sign something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little weird. And on top of that, didn't he also make critical race theory like illegal in schools or something like that?
Oh yeah, he made teaching actual
history,
American history that you and I survived, that our forefathers actually survived. People whose fucking border moved on them survived. Illegal to teach. And I forgot too, this is the same guy who signed into Texas law that women had to carry rape insurance.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, piece of shit.
Wow. Wow. I want to see the commercials for that.
Oh,
dude, I want to see the commercials for that. Dude, what?
Bro!
What? Yo, just imagine the commercial. A woman is walking down a dark alley. Somebody in a hooded, hoodie is walking right behind her, and she's like, "Oh my god!"
In a hoodie, go be
Oh
a
my-
bro in a clan face.
Oh my god! Oh my god! No! And then just like the Allstate guy just comes out of nowhere. Talk about, are you in good hands?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, bro, that's Texas, bro. Like
dude.
everyone says, hey, Texas is great if you don't look at the politics.
Yeah. Yo, that is crazy.
Yo.
So let me ask. How is the comedy scene up in California? Is it because I hear certain people say it's too liberal. I hear people say that now comedy is kind of trying to get censored. What is your take on that?
I think if a comedian is passionate enough about a certain topic, they'll figure out a way to communicate it to help people find a point of laughter rather than a point of pain. Okay.
Okay.
So the whole point, like I work with a coach. Okay. Like I haven't been on stage in 4 years, except for once in Vegas, and now I'm going again this Friday in San Diego. Right. That show's online. We should be able to do some promotion for it. It'd be great. But I'm driving down to San Diego to do a set with a company called 40 Ounces of Comedy. And in Vegas, in LA, I've gone to a couple shows lately after COVID. Seems like anybody's game, but the people who know how to handle crowds better do better. The people who understand what's going on and can adapt to the moods of the crowd do better. Okay, it's all about reading the room, for what I understand, and being clear about what you're trying to communicate. Like my last set, the microphone kept going out, so there's no point in me finishing my set and sticking to a script. I had to go to do improv.
Yeah, okay.
I had to improvise and have fun with whatever was thrown at me. At that point, the crowd was throwing stuff at me. The microphones were cutting out at the right times.
Yeah.
You know, it looked like everything was going against me. And instead of being a little whiny little, it must, nah, bro, just play with it. Now at this point, ain't nobody heckling you about the microphone. Okay.
Yeah.
It's important to identify the heckler. Okay.
And
it's important to identify.
I bet you do get a lot of hecklers in certain shows, right?
No, bro.
Oh,
No.
really? You don't? Okay.
No, dude. People are there to have a good time. Everybody understands it's a fucking joke. Okay. Like, don't nobody come to a comedy club looking to start a fight, bro. It ain't like when we find a little racist on the internet and we'll start picking at them. Hey, little motherfucker, right? We'll start hanging up on them like we're in fucking grade school, right?
Yeah.
And then it goes, oh, right. No, it ain't like that at all, bro. Like the people are laughing. People are having a good time. They need to laugh.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay to joke about shit as long as it's funny. My coach says you have a job to be funny. You got booked. You got a job to be funny. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? That's serious shit. Okay. Like, it's like food. Okay. If you send someone the wrong dish or you cook it the wrong way, you ruin their evening.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And so if I'm going to give you a hell of a good dish, I'm going to try to give you the best stand-up I got. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't like to repeat the same sets twice either.
Yeah.
It's not relevant to me. Like some jokes, maybe they come up. I know a lot of guys make a lot of money, and it works for them that way. I'm not in it for that. I want to go ahead and try and maybe not so much push the envelope, but maybe get you thinking a little deeper about it. Okay, gotcha. Why is this guy talking about this stupidity? How stupid is he? Well, you gotta understand, along with stupidity comes brain. They walk together.
Gotcha.
Okay? And I see comedy as a walking theory of relativity.
Okay.
Like you may not think it's funny, but what if somebody else does? Obviously I did.
Got it. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Gotcha.
And different people have different takes. I don't like to get too dirty with my jokes,
Yeah.
But that depends on what you consider filth. right? If I go down my own personal history, right? Look how dirty we just got, right? We just got Vatican right on it, bro. Oof. Okay.
Yeah.
But other people won't go that route. Like if I tell that joke at the wrong place, I'll straight up kill a crowd.
True. Okay.
Like
True.
what if you're telling this joke in front of a bunch of traumatized survivors and you didn't read the crowd?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Do you think certain comedians who are starting off, that's their first hurdle, that they got to learn how to read the crowd?
I don't think anyone has a first hurdle, in my opinion. I think the first hurdle is being able to communicate what you need to with a microphone to a crowd of people.
Okay.
I get nervous every time I touch the stage. I know comedians have been doing this 30, 40 years. They still get the same butterflies.
Really?
It's a super liberating feeling. You get this microphone, people are looking at you, and they're looking at you for release, bro.
Yeah.
They're not looking at you to fucking, I didn't come here for a fucking TED Talk.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. No,
you know what I mean? Like, I came here to laugh, motherfucker.
I feel you. I feel you.
So it's easy to get with a group of comedians, start talking shit to each other. Next thing you know, you have this good energy, and then you go take it out in the crowd. It's wonderful.
Yeah. I've seen a Bill Burr interview, and he said that when he was coming up in the Boston scene, he started to see people now that are professionals bomb, and them starting out bombing, going up on stage and basically getting heckled out of the room. So did you start off the same way, or how did you start off going into comedy?
I started off going into comedy because of the time. Remember I told you how me and my wife got back together?
Yeah.
So I was single at the time. And my therapist recommended I just go talk about my life, grab a microphone and see what happens.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wait, wait a minute. Are you serious? So getting you up on stage was a therapist advice?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
There's different types of I guess the way people function. I guess I don't really know how to say it in English. Okay. I tipos diferentes de mentes, okay?
Yeah.
So, para mí, lo importante es solamente jugar, okay? Hay gente que necesita cosas analíticas, hay gente que necesita cosas artísticas.
Yeah.
So, translate. So for me, the only thing that matters is play, right? Juxtaposition. Okay?
Yeah.
And that processing, okay, requires consistent play. It requires creativity. Okay. Other people are analytical. They need facts and numbers. I do some of that too with what I do. Okay. On the back end of things. Other people need things written down. Okay. That's awesome for marketing. Okay. Other people need it orally. Okay. I try to mix everything together. Okay.
Got it.
There's nothing I try to leave out. When I'm doing a set, I try to talk about myself as much as possible. Okay, because I think my experiences are funny to me.
Yeah. Okay.
I will cock block myself quite often. Okay. I'll own it. I'll tell the wrong joke at the wrong time. I'll think it's really funny in my head. I'll think my wife will enjoy it. Nope, dog. Okay. And so it's a constant flow. And typically what she laughs at does really well on stage. And so she knows she's helping me work this out. She knows I can't do any of the things I do without her. She knows nothing works without her, you know. And so even this podcast, she was kind enough to go ahead and take my kid out for ice cream so you and I can have the house and be uninterrupted, you know.
It seems like your wife pretty much, you know, is the star of your own, you know, world, your own show, you know. She must be an amazing woman. How did you guys meet?
Okay, so that's a story, right? I was 16 in a relationship with somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and she wasn't there at the time, but my buddy had taken me to a place in Camarillo where she was working from Santa Barbara. So we drove down the hour from Santa Barbara to Camarillo to go shopping. And she was working at one of these retail stores. I didn't know how old she was. I just saw this woman and the room stopped. Okay. Like, what?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was like I couldn't forget about it. Like I saw her that one time. We had a quick conversation. She tried selling me a jacket. I wasn't shopping, but and she smelled amazing. Like I couldn't tell what it was. Okay. But it wasn't perfume. Okay. It wasn't deodorant. Even then I could tell.
What was it? You was smelling her choach or something? What was it?
No, you know, no pheromones.
Oh, okay, got it.
You know, the one thing that really does it for me is anytime with my wife, I keep falling in love with her. It's really just there's nothing wrong with the way she ever smells. You know, it's not COVID.
Ah!
You know,
got it.
You know, it's not COVID. You know, I don't know how to say it. And then when I meet dudes that are with women long term, like hella long term, like me, okay, we will talk about the same thing. We love their voice, and we love the way they feel in their hands, and we love the way they smell. Their scent is amazing.
Gotcha. So you basically like fell in with her for the first time you met her.
Okay, yeah. So I met her when I'm 16, right? And I'm with my buddy shopping at that store, and I basically take off, right? I didn't buy anything, didn't get a number, nothing. But I didn't forget about her. You know, like some time later, I guess I was 22. I'm on MySpace. You remember MySpace?
Of course.
That's viejo.
Yeah.
Okay. So we remember MySpace, and she had a profile on MySpace, and I hit her up. We met for breakfast, and then pretty much every day almost.
Wow.
Of course, she takes trips. She's busy. You know, she's got her own business interests. Okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know this at the time, but I guess I'm the first investor she ever had. I didn't mean to be. You know,
really?
I'm not like rolling in dough. You know, I just didn't know that. You know, hey, okay, yeah, go over there for the weekend. I'll stay over here cooking. I didn't know that was an investment.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't know. Okay, so it's like,
yeah.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. Like I didn't know that. Like I mean, personally, I thought, you know, this, you know, first class and everything, right? So when we got together, I had to cook a little bit in Seattle. Again, I didn't know. I guess we got her a ticket, and then I upgraded her to first class. You know? Like
okay.
I just want her to come and just be happy. You know what I mean? Just relax, chill. Okay, I miss you. I love you. Okay. And then like when we had we've had her share nice cars. I didn't know. You know, like the things you don't know that you learn about later. Okay. And so it's hard to fall out of love with someone like her. Like I tell you, she's brilliant. She can dissect people in a whim. Okay.
Yeah, women, listen, most women have that ability to just, you know, see when certain men, especially men, are full of BS. You know what I mean? It's really weird. Like they have that ability. You know what I'm saying? I'm guessing they have to have that ability because when they're in the dating world, a lot of men are lying to them constantly. You know what I'm saying? So I guess, but I've noticed that women are pretty good with that.
You know, it's a wonderful feeling. Okay, to look at someone every day and wake up with them every day.
Yeah.
It's to me the only time it hurts is when we don't wake up together. Okay. The only time it hurts is, oh, they're home. Hi.
Hi, dear.
Hi. You came in at the right time, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
Like the girls got home, bro. Both my girls are home.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
Hey. How are you?
She got 50 out of 50 on her math test.
Oh, good for you, girl.
Okay, go upstairs.
And
Yeah.
50 is the highest you can go.
Good for you.
Go upstairs and do your homework.
Well, I say hi to Latino, radical.
Hi.
There you go.
Hello.
Hi,
how you doing?
Okay, I'll go get the water when I'm done here.
Yeah.
Do you need it now? So what you're gonna learn about me is as stupid as I am on the internet, and as tenacious as we are on the business side, I'm a family man. I'm not flexing. I'm not out pretending to be something I'm not. I tell people it's stupid. You know. I tell them that just because I don't want them to feel threatened. You know, like people think that comedians are hella smart. We're not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, like everything we say is typically born out of some trauma or some stupidity, and that's not true. That's just me speaking with my limited experience. A lot of comedians can take something and make something from nothing, and it's wonderful. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I find it more relevant to be real. I want to be more me. I want you to know that I do everything I do, and my teeth are crooked.
Yeah.
I still ain't got them fixed, and so I'm like, people are like, bro, if you do this, how come you don't? I'm like, well, obviously it's not a fucking priority for me. The way I look and what you think of me don't bother me.
Yeah.
Like, if I could though, I would help everybody have an easier time letting shit roll off their shoulders. Okay. If it was possible, and I think it's super easy with food because I've been cooking for so long. Most of the jokes I do in my routines is shit I used to say in the kitchen to other cooks.
Yeah.
Okay. So my wife's like, y'all nasty. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have no idea what we do with towels.
Yeah.
Okay?
You got to write like a cookbook or something. That
a cookbook. Yeah, okay, all we do with towels is make them need the dicks, bro. Like.
Yeah.
and so it's like everything is a dick joke in the kitchen, bro. Like the steak's a dick joke. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's wife is gonna be eating my meat. Okay.
Yeah. So let me go back into the comedy part of you. How do you go into the mindset of writing your bits?
I take this is actually fairly common. Okay. From what I understand, a lot of comedians I meet, it's pretty similar. They'll be having a regular conversation. Okay. Nothing inferred, no end game. Okay, just a convo like we're having. And along the line, someone will say a one-liner. Typically, that person who writes the jokes. Okay, and depending on the reaction they get, maybe produces a laugh. They make a note of that. Okay. So it's not like we're just making the shit up off the top of our dome. Some comedians have that ability. I don't know where I fall in that ability. I want to have something I want to talk about because I want to have something that's relatable. Okay. And I want to have something new. I don't want to have something outdated from like a week ago.
Got it.
Like everything in this country changes so fast nowadays. Okay.
Yeah.
But what isn't changing is food. People still need to eat. Okay. What isn't changing is the social injustices we see. So we're still talking about them.
Yeah.
Okay. Still writing about them, we're still sharing stories of pain that people are going through. We're still talking about, thank you, honey. We're still talking about wealth gaps and inequalities. We're still talking about people not being allowed to vote. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you come across someone on the internet who runs a couple pages like me. I run Cupcakes and Milk, Motivational Satan.
Motivational say
yeah.
Okay.
It is, bro. Okay, look, the name itself is stupid. Okay, it had a real big following in Facebook, over 3 million readers. Yeah. And I posted some articles about Mark Zuckerberg stealing the Facebook algorithm to rate chicks. Okay, and then I posted the actual court case.
Yeah.
Because and then the page got basically fucking banned. It was
Damn.
gone like that. Like that. Oops.
Well,
I didn't know it was not good about this.
It's his website, so yeah.
It's this website. I run Culinary IQ on IG.
Okay.
That's more food centric. It's also a little safer than Cupcakes and Milk, to be honest with you.
Okay, gotcha.
If you notice, like the last iteration of Cupcakes and Milk, I started posting a lot of, and I'm gonna give them a plug here, Hoodville. Okay.
Yeah. That's how I found Hoodville from you.
I need residuals, bro. Someone cut me a check.
Yeah.
And so I was testing a few things because I noticed at the end of when I got shut down, I wasn't getting a lot of reach. Okay. But I noticed a page like Hoodville had like 7 million followers, right? And so I started copying their hashtags. Okay. And my page started to grow. The new Cupcakes and Milk started to grow. In like 3 days, they had 300 followers.
Damn.
Okay, like that. Okay. Boom. Okay. But it was all toxic following. It's all like bots and shit. So I was like,
Yeah. Dude,
Stuff down.
there's this one thing that you posted, right? Because there was a video. There was a video of a woman beating up a dude's car, literally beating it up, breaking the thing, and your caption was so funny. You said, "If you're this toxic, hit me up." Dude, that had me rolling for like at least 2 days, bro. I shared it. I shared it with so many people. Yo, that was real funny. That was real funny. As a person that used to be in toxic relationships, I could relate. You feel me?
Oh yeah, bro, it's the greatest. I figured out the reach was immense. Like I was getting like 1,000 clicks to every like.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this is stupid, but it wasn't helping, what I was trying to do. I'm not about that.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not gonna be out exploiting my wife. Nah, baby, you stay home. I'll do the cooking and the cleaning. You go ahead and just chill. You want to stack, you go stack. You want to travel, you go travel. I'll work, baby. I got you. Okay. And I want to normalize that shit. I want to normalize dudes taking care of the women. I want to normalize dudes taking care of the kids and families.
Yeah, and I see that there's a lack of that. You feel me? There is a lack of that. They actually there's like this somewhat of a view that it's actually not masculine to take care of your woman. It's not masculine to, you got to be out there and actually play the game and play the field. What are your thoughts on that?
Nah. Look, my whole thing is I want my wife to fall in love with me over and over and over and over. And so our daughter can grow up seeing people fall in love, working things out with words and love and therapy. Okay? Therapy. Okay? Where if you need what you need it. Okay? Because you're working for better or worse. Okay, that's the thing people here in this country don't seem to get. Worse never looks like it's supposed to look like.
Mm-hmm.
It looks
that's
like just what it does. It looks like just what it does.
That's true. That's a gem right there. That's true.
So for me, it's like I see all these posts about when to leave, I don't see anything about working shit out. Okay, I don't see anything about people coming to the table and being vulnerable enough to say, hey, this don't work for me anymore. Okay. Or
let's find a way to fix it or something. No, you're right.
Yeah. Hey, where did we lose our way? What happened? Did the like in like what is it? In my case, I was misdiagnosed with autism.
Okay.
For 2.5, 3 years, I'm thinking I'm autistic, right? And I'm like, okay, and then people that know better, like, bro, I know we got the paperwork, but nah, bro, like, nah.
You're just weird as fuck.
yeah, I'm just weird as fuck. So no sense my money. So like you start to get the help you need to be the person you want to be. I don't want to be like my parents. Okay. And I say that with as much love as you can say that, but my motherfucking parents are colonized. Okay.
Okay.
I don't like for what I understand, and there's nothing wrong with this. So I don't really fucking get this shit. Women can't be good wives unless they cook and clean.
Yeah, true. That is the common consensus.
Okay, well, I come from a family who owned a cleaning company, and I used to cook with Gordon Ramsay. Why the fuck would I want my wife sweating, cleaning the bathroom while I'm having to clean and wash pots to feed her?
Yeah.
Okay, who's gonna do that in a quicker time, me or her?
Yeah. I think the one with the Jordan Ramsay experience. You feel me?
Okay. Well, no. Well, the one who used to do it because his family still in a cleaning company.
Yeah.
Okay. Her family, that ain't them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Their family, they're more administrative. They do different things, right? So my wife stacks. She gets involved in projects. She grows them. Okay. Me, I try to support her as best I can.
Gotcha.
And so we support each other. She supports the comedy. I support whatever project she has going on. Okay. And when I look at dudes and they're like, dude, what's your secret? I'm like, give her everything she wants. Don't fucking stop. Just why just stop? Who fucking cares if you get what you want?
True. Got it.
You're gonna get what you want anyway.
Yeah, it's I feel like in relationships it's a little hard because usually, two people come with two different mindsets, and also because of society nowadays, women are supposed to be a certain way, and men are supposed to be a certain way. And I believe that conflict does occur most of the time, which causes most relationships to not work out.
I don't know what conflict that is. Okay, this is where I'm at with it. There's people that you want to work things out with, and you will take steps to do so, and there's people you won't. Okay.
That's what I was actually referring to. I'm referring to that certain people want to still live their individuality and have their own identity, and their own identity is going to be, and their own individuality is going to be just them exiting away from your partner and not having them involved. You know what I mean? So once that happens, I believe that's when the conflict occurs. You know?
Well, I mean, okay, there's one view. Personally, I like my wife having her own identity. Okay, I think if you don't have your own identity, I think the term is enmeshed. Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not a professional medical professional. Okay. I have mental health issues of my own, so I love my therapy. I love my psychiatrist. I love my psychologist. Okay, I love my coaches. Okay, I'm not afraid to cry. Like I'll cry in front of my daughter when something moves me to the point.
Yeah,
I'll let my daughter tweak my beard.
Yeah, you see that's all right. So but that whole, to me, I got to work on that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do got a wifey. I got to work on that because he even tells me I don't open up as much. You feel me?
It ain't opening up, bro.
I hold things in. You know what I mean? Like I don't express myself.
Pero mira. Si tú supieras que un sentimiento tiene una palabra que te va a dar el desahogo, ¿ok? ¿Te molestaría mirar un puto diccionario por 5 minutos?
No.
Okay, ahí estoy. That's exactly where I'm at. So, like, to translate that real quick, if you knew that there was a word that would allow you to have emotional release, okay, upon saying it because it would talk about what you're feeling, okay, would it be worth spending 5 minutes in the dictionary? Okay, I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm just asking an honest question because a lot of people will take whatever they see on Facebook or Instagram and they'll forget the meaning of the words. Okay, like the words have definitions for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't like what was it? Fake news shit that was going on with the Trump thing.
Yeah. Alternative facts.
Yeah. There are no alternative facts. Okay. Yeah. Like I'm not smarter than a scientist. I do what the CDC says because I do virology. Okay. I wear a mask because I'm not a doctor. So if my doctor friends are telling me to wear a mask, I put on a fucking mask.
Yeah.
like if you want to come hang out at my house and you're not vaccinated, fuck you. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a kid. No. Okay, it's not happening. If that's how you look. The other thing too, like with business interests, if you're cheating on your spouse, I don't want to do business with you.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, can you go break that down, unpack that for a second? Why?
Thank you for asking about that. Thank you for asking for further clarification. It's actually important. If you cheat on any contract, you cheat on all your contracts. And if you don't value your spouse, you don't value your center of power. Fuck you.
That's true. Actually, that's actually true. That's actually thinking back on it now. When I used to own a gym, that's actually true. I've contracted a couple of people when I know their personal lifestyle, I see that type of work ethic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And when other folks, either in good relationships or when they're married and everything is stable, their work ethic is different. So I know that's actually true. I never even thought about it like that. Wow. Okay.
Like, look. Cheating is a choice.
That's true.
Okay. That's it. And no accidents in that. Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
So is fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So ain't no fraud by mistake. That ain't fraud.
That's true.
Right. So that's the same thing. Why would I want to subject someone to that shit?
Yeah.
It sucks,
that's true.
Right. I mean, shit. We all been cheated on.
That's true.
So I mean, just stop with the games. You can't build big if you're busy entertaining. I don't even know how it works. Okay. Like.
Yeah. I'm telling you right now, I got my wifey, And as much time as I dedicate to her, I know for a fact another woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be lacking in some aspects. So I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I'm gonna tell
Because
you this: it's just not worth losing the investment we've all made together.
that's true.
Look,
That
that
is true.
She's given up how many better men?
That's true. Yeah.
How many better men will she give up in the future? I don't know. Okay. How many better opportunities and whatever I've been able to scrounge together, or whatever she's been able to scrounge together, you know? Like, I come from an entrepreneurial background, so I'm used to having no money. I can swim and shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Other people come from different backgrounds where, you know, if the military is providing everything, you have everything. You don't miss anything, right? So
that's true. Yeah.
Not having insurance will freak you out. Okay. So how do you, and this is something I learned recently too. And I'm happy to talk about this because I didn't become the person I am without a lot of help. Okay.
Yeah.
I have great partners. For me, the biggest blessing currently in our life, besides our little daughter and my little family and the wife, right, is the people we found through Black Pledge Network, okay, .com, and you see it plugged on my pages.
Yeah.
Okay? We found real, honest people that do what they say, and one of the programs is like teaching people like me how to be men.
Okay.
I come from a background where, like I told you, I moved here from Chile. Okay.
Yeah.
Part of the fallout of being a rape survivor is being discarded.
Okay.
And they don't talk a lot about that because being raped as a male brings a lot of shame to Catholic families, especially from Latin America.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So in one way or another, my parents did the best they could, but I was left to my own a lot with my sister and eventually my little brother. Okay.
Okay. Got it.
I never saw my parents. Okay. Like a lot of Latino kids, right?
Yeah.
And so you're around a lot of female influences, and then you start to pick up female traits. Like, hey, man, men don't do that shit.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Like one of my favorite jokes is walking in on somebody with their pants on the floor at a urinal. Okay, you know that motherfucker has nothing but women at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Take your time. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So why are your pants on your ankles, son? You're standing up holding your dick. It's not a fucking tampon.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's that. So they take men, you know, men or young men or younger men or even, you know, like a coaching for people like me that, you know, no one told me how men are supposed to behave. They just said, look, here's the ideal in Hollywood. Okay.
Gotcha.
No one said, hey, you know, this isn't cool to do in relationships, because my parents, they did everything. Okay?
Okay.
Like no boundaries, bro. Okay. From a little age, I saw my dad hit my mom. You know, leaves a mark.
Damn. Yeah.
So
I could. Yeah. I bet.
You know, and it's like I got hit as a kid. A lot of Latino kids got hit. A lot of kids from colonized families got beaten because that's how we were colonized.
Yeah.
So it was an attempt to break our spirit.
Yeah. Now,
okay.
I wanna dive a little bit deep into that because I'm seeing what you're saying about being you know, having colonized parents and stuff like that. And let me ask you, when did you start to decolonize yourself?
When I was 7 and I moved here.
Okay.
So it was like this. Okay. In Chile, we were pretty affluent. Okay. So the people that came and took care of the yard weren't brown. Okay.
Okay.
The people that cleaned our stuff weren't brown. Okay. They were alabaster.
Okay.
They were what you call here white.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like I moved here and everybody respected the people that worked for us. It's like, wow. Okay, look, I get that. Everyone should be respected, but this is silly. How come they're afraid of them? Okay.
Yeah.
Like what's so? And then I started slowly but surely, through not speaking English at school initially, The kids showed me what they were taught at home. I learned white supremacy firsthand from the richest of kids in Montecito.
Really?
Montecito, California, where there's no implications if you call someone the N-word and stomp them. Okay?
Really?
Because they're that rich. And so I guess we were so poor at the time, there was no point in suing me. I went through a lot of racist white kids.
Really? So what did you experience? What did you experience with them racist white folks?
Well, the teachers for one thing, right? Speaking Spanish meant that I didn't speak any English, so I mean anything they said jokingly, there would have been a microaggression would have been there.
Really? Okay.
I mean even gosh, everything from the name calling, everything from spick, wetback, beaner, animal, exotic.
Wow.
Fuck, what else?
With those name calling and you experiencing that, did you know firsthand that okay, that's racism?
No, initially no, because they laughed, so I just went along with it and laughed, and then eventually I started to learn English. And when they finished the sentence, I'd be on them already.
Got it. Okay. And that was your first experience with white supremacy, right?
Yeah, it was in elementary school, bro. Second grade.
Gotcha. Did you ever try to understand why they were so, adamant to call you those type of names? And
I didn't have to understand it. They told me.
What did they say?
They're white, I'm not.
Gotcha. Yeah,
it's just like
that's usually
it's
how
really
goes.
easy. You can't mistake it when they're trained and groomed that way. They're that bold. They'll tell you directly.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Now, I wanna focus a little bit more on that whole white supremacy type of thing because part of my channel and part of my thing is all about Black and Latin unity and fighting against white supremacy. Now let me ask you, when you started to experience those type of things, and you start to see those white folks saying whatever they were saying to you, did you actually see did you actually under know that it was white supremacy, or did you just say, oh no, they're just racist?
No, I was just like, it's just racism, right? Like anytime I talked about it to my parents, they'd be like, no, this is how they are, you're making shit up. Okay. But they'd be getting the same stuff at work. They just wouldn't call it that. And so we grew up around parents who would duck and tail, okay, rather than stop and stand up. And
That's true.
My parents did what they could to stand up, but a lot of the fear we had to do with not only being deported, but being throttled economically. Well, you're already fucking throttled economically. Okay?
That's actually true, yeah.
Okay, and so how do you speak up when you don't have a language? Everything you did before matters for fuck all, so you got to start at the bottom. Okay? Like, nobody tells you that when you move to this country, you're going to be fucking poor if you don't move here with $10 million.
Yeah.
No one says, look, you're going to move there for an opportunity to get a job. And if you get a job, some racists might think you're fucking stealing it.
Yeah. Oh, now let me ask because you're in California. I've always hear certain aspects of it. What is the unity or the connection of certain Mexicans to Black people? Now, I always hear that Mexicans are super racist against Black folks, and I also hear Black folks are super racist against Mexicans and stuff like that, right? I also hear there is no beef. It is what it is. It's usually some gang stuff. So I don't know if you're familiar with it, but if you are, if you could share some light.
Okay, I'm going to tell you what I can. I have no opinion on it because my life has never revolved around that. And so I've seen racism from Latino people because they thought I was white. So Latinos, I'd have to beat them down 2 or 3 at a time. Okay.
Got it.
And Latinos from here, bro. I'm not talking about people from other places, from like immigrants like me. I'm talking from here. They want to protect whatever white people they got, right? So they try to jump me 3 at a time.
Wait, they thought you were white, but you don't even look white.
Bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know. No say, okay? Some people think I'm white. Some people think I'm Muslim. Some people think I'm everything but black.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's like, you know, I didn't have Latino friends that thought I was white. I didn't have white friends that thought I was Latino. I am Latino, but I mean, what's the problem?
Yeah.
And so like the friends I had were usually black.
Gotcha.
Like the girlfriends I had were usually black.
Gotcha.
And I learned early through the racism. I was never really attracted to Caucasian women. Nothing against them. It's just, you know.
Yeah, it's your preference. Yeah, I get you.
You know, no, not even a preference. Just I think back now to all the homies I have that have rape cases. Okay, everybody knows one, right? But the ones that strike me the most are the ones that were black and they were out of town and they got told on by a white girl. Okay, like as a Latino man, I can't do that. As a black man can't do that. A black woman can't do that.
Yeah.
Okay? And so for me, it's like, what is it that they're really protecting, right? They keep people from voting. They don't want you to make as much as them. Okay.
Yeah.
But what's the essence of that? Like, wouldn't you want people to be more fruitful? Okay. And now we're learning that white supremacy appears to be a mental health issue.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The more you read about it, the more it's being used in court as a method to escape culpability.
Yeah.
Okay. For no reason other than, you know what, I wanted to do this, now I don't have to pay the consequences.
Yeah, I think I read an article, and they cited a very unusual term that I never heard before, but when they explained it, that's when I started to understand. It was called the blowback effect. Basically, it's something. It's basically that you're presented a fact or somewhat of the sort that goes against your ideology, and in order to protect your ideology, because now you have circumvent your ideology with your identity. In order to protect that, you go into denial and start literally berating and saying no, this can't be true, no, and you completely reject it. And I find when the psychologist broke it down, I found that extremely interesting, because I see that whenever I do debate white supremacists. You can even see it in my channel and certain parts where I present something that's 100% fact. You cannot, neglect that, and you see the same thing. No.
They know more. True. They know better. They're the litmus. You got to pass. They're the people who need.
Yeah, is that so? So yeah, it's really
that's entitlement.
Yeah, it's really interesting when it comes to that. And when you were saying that right now, it kind of like brought it back. Like I'm like, oh, okay, you feel what I'm saying? But
yeah,
when also you've I've seen you actually go back and forth, and me and you even spoke personally, go back and forth online with some of these white supremacists with these little, you know what I'm saying? And you be clowning them, so it's hilarious as hell. What made you start doing that?
When I started Cupcakes and Milk on Facebook, remember I was talking about what happened to me as a kid?
Yeah.
These same people that come on the pages now and come do their thing and try to troll me with their racism and stuff would be there making fun of me for getting raped.
Wow. Okay.
So I took their jokes, I made them the target, and since you know how they claim they're joking when they drop microaggressions?
Yeah.
Well, guess what, bitch? So am I. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you're the target, right? Guess what? Now I'm joking too. Okay.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden my jokes are racist. You got this Latino racist. Well, guess what? Ain't no racism against the people in power, homie. Okay.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna call what it is, okay, we have to call it what it is. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So they're the only people who get to own guns. They're the only people who get to say whatever the fuck they want without any consequences, right? Okay, all of us pay consequences for stuff. Okay.
True. Yeah.
All of us. If we say the wrong thing, we're done.
Yeah.
If we say the right thing, maybe we get lucky long enough. Okay, but we have
Yeah.
to work twice as hard, twice as long.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and if you speak another language, everywhere else in the world it's valued except here.
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Okay, so how are individual look, and it brings me back to this, bro. People argue over the First Amendment. People argue over the Second Amendment. People
Yeah.
argue over human rights. People argue over voting rights. This is stupid. Okay, there are certain things you just have because you're a civilization. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
they shouldn't be debated. They shouldn't be debated. Like women's rights isn't up for debate. I don't have a uterus. It's none of my fucking business. Okay. Racism shouldn't be, a Nazi gets to say what he wants. Well, no, look what they incite. That's actually hate. Why isn't that considered hate speech? Oh, because we have the First Amendment, and therefore they're protected. So they use the same scapegoats you'd consider using legally to enact terrorism.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, like, I have a bit about Ashley Babbitt being turned to a flute. Okay.
Okay.
You remember Ashley Babbitt?
No, actually, can you remind me?
She's a terrorist the Capitol Police shot in the neck.
Oh, her. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So if you play Zelda, you ever play Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's a flute. Okay, that's an Ashley Babbitt. Okay, Ashley Babbitt of Time. Okay. Okay. So she's also got a lot in common with Greg Abbott in the wheelchair and Paul Walker. She made a wrong turn. Okay. She should have ducked. She weaved. She got shot in the neck. Go. Okay?
Yeah.
So
when that Capitol Police was interviewed, everybody, you should have seen these white supremacists, murderer, this and that, and I'm like, that's a little inconsistent. Aren't you guys supposed to be Blue Lives Matter? You know what I mean?
But they're also supposed to, bro. They're also supposed to look at the rope they carry. Okay, it's their
exactly.
It's their grandpa's rope. That's your grandpa's bench.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. What are you talking about, murderer?
Yeah.
He defended everyone in
exactly. Because I'm like, aren't you guys the first ones to talk about comply? You got to comply with the law, and now, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. But let me ask you another question. What are your thoughts on the whole northern Mexicans and southern Mexicans? Because apparently there's like a beef or rivalry that's been going on for a while. What if you know anything about it? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I know pre-colonial Spanish, right? There used to be different kingdoms.
Yeah.
Through the colonialism, they were forced to assimilate. That wasn't polite,
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, no one who's been colonized has stopped factioning. Okay. Except the Native Americans in this country, because they're in reservations and they can't fight back. They just can't. Okay. Yeah. Like they got to work it out. I mean, obviously it's centuries deep, bro. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
One language in northern Mexico, a completely different dialect in southern Mexico. Then you got the Mayan underneath. And so when you got Mayan from Guatemala all the way down, so it's like, where do you stop? Like, where do you stop? Okay. Why are they fighting? How come they can't come to the table? Why is it our business? Right.
Yeah.
We have enough warring going on here in this country. Okay.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason I have blackpledgenetwork.com on my pages. Okay. It's very specific. In my case, they saved my life.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. They've gotten me out of a huge amount of trouble. They've gotten me out of a huge amount of stuff. Because I've got some old business partners, interesting business dealings, right? So we have to go deal with that properly. And like I said, through Black Pledge Network, I found my mentor. Through Black Pledge Network, we found our couples counselor. Like a lot of good things have happened because of my wife and I decided to change gears, drop back toxic partners, and find real people.
Okay.
And so this is a company, a network of people helping people. And if I could ask anyone to just go click on it and read and make up their own mind about it, I'm really proud of the website. My wife put a lot of work on it. Yeah. Like I told you, she's brilliant.
And when you send me the website, the link will be down below for anybody that's gonna watch this interview. The link will be down below.
I appreciate it, and the great people. They're people doing the right thing for the community. They're people helping people who need funding for their own businesses without having to look at your credit. Imagine that. There are people who consider giving you a short-term loan because you need it for your family. You know, they understand what's going on with the economy. Everything is
Yeah.
geared for people. Everything
Yeah.
is geared for people to help people. It's wonderful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So let's we're gonna start wrapping it up now. Tell the people where they could find you, tell the people your websites, your IGs and everything. Tell the people where your next shows are gonna be. Tell the people all that.
I got a show in San Diego this week. It's Friday at 8 o'clock Pacific. You can buy tickets. I'll give you the link later.
Got it.
Tickets are $5. We're asking people to like buy 4 at a time. You know, like you were there at the show. Okay.
Gotcha.
But you know what? But if all you got is $5, thank you. You know, watch the show Friday night, 8 o'clock Pacific. It's gonna be a killer. It's at the San Diego Cultural Arts Center. Okay. So it's even got its own, you know, ambiance. Okay. It's a live comedy show on Facebook. After that, I have a show at El Cajon. And then I'm taking some time off because I have some projects I got to launch. And I think right around there, we're going to the holidays. So I'm on Instagram most of the time. You can find me on Cupcakes and Milk. If you can find it still, I think it's getting shadow banned.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Like they don't like it when I go talk from Cupcakes and Milk when I go to the NYPD and talk.
Yeah.
And so like I'm getting shadow banned, but you can also find me on Culinary IQ IG, and that's the food page. You can also ask Radical Latino to send you the page. Okay. I'm not hiding, but all my pages are private. Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
I just it allows me to control the flow of the things I have to respond to, especially when I'm busy.
Yeah.
And so, but like aside from that, like I told you, I'm a family guy. I'm really blessed to have found the partners I found. I'm really blessed to have found the family I found. Mental health is super fucking important.
Yeah.
Please get help if you need it. If you're not being kind to yourself, please get some help. Reach out to somebody, please. And then if you'd like to explore what BlackPledgeNetwork.com is all about, we'd love to go ahead and get your feedback.
Yeah. All the links that he said will be down below. Definitely go check that out. Enkel, give us your last affirmations, your last thoughts, and what last message you want to tell the people.
Okay. I know a lot of us grow up believing that we have to treat people like they want to be treated. Okay. Yes, that's part of it, I think. But the last few months, I've learned to treat people based on their nervous system. Okay. There's a bit of a difference there because, again, I was misdiagnosed with autism. That has a specific spectrum within what people consider normal and abnormal, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. I'm currently being reassessed for giftedness, so it's really nice. It's quite a change. And other people, like I got friends who have depression, they're sensitive to different things. So maybe you don't be too loud around somebody who's easily startled and has anxiety, right? You talk to them a little quieter, right? So there's all these things I'm learning late, right? And I'm learning these things late because I understand I was raised in survival. Okay. Part of the comedy I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the survival. I'm trying to get back to the life I used to have. Okay. I'm trying to get back to the freedom I used to enjoy. Right. And I do that sometimes 10 minutes at a time, sometimes when I'm cooking a meal, sometimes when I'm hanging out with you, even though you live way the fuck over there, you know, we're still hanging out. Okay. You still call me, talk shit to me. So, you know, for me, it's important that everybody knows that we're real people. We're real people. We're grinding. We're doing what has to be done in order to help others. And part of it is comedy. Part of it is the dick jokes. Part of it is the business entities that we have going. And I don't like to. I'm a part of a lot of things. I'm not the central in anything, if it makes sense. I'm a cog in a wheel. And I think it would be super fruitful going forward if people who need a laugh understand that it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, 100% true. You're right. You're right. I totally agree, dude. So again, guys, his all his links will be down below, and I'm gonna catch everybody later. Peace.
Peace. Thank you.
All right, so that was the interview with me and Cupcake. I hope you guys enjoyed it. All the links and Instagram links will be down below. Remember, go follow him so you guys could get up to date with his comedy specials and some of the places that he's definitely gonna be performing at. So definitely go check that out in the link down below, or for the podcast listeners, detail section on the podcast. So this is so if you guys want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, radical_Latino_. Also, if you guys want to donate, $Radical Latino, or go to my website radicallatino.com and donate right there. And I'm going to leave out with my 2 favorite quotes, right? I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees, and if black and brown unity doesn't happen in my lifetime, I might not change the world, but I might inspire the mind that will. With that being said, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.